And we go on to our 6th and final fight of this section. As our MC Lance just goes through what we've got on the auction. Whilst he does that, I will shout out some of our sponsors. So, we obviously have the Lucky Winners competitions. And also, sponsoring the boat this evening, we have Primus Renewables, we have Mainline Salvage and Recovery, and we have Belts Jewellery. Yeah, Mainline Salvage Recovery, Jamie Smith's business there. Big sponsors at Jimmy shows, always support a local talent, be it with Richie Games or Jimmy Gould. Robert really invests his money into grassroots boxing, which is absolutely brilliant. As we see Alex Owen entering the ring over to our MC to get his opponent out, Andy Mitchell.
And next, let's introduce the opponent into the courtroom, Andy Mitchell.
Andy Mitchell, while we're talking sponsors, he's actually one of the shows sponsors himself. He's 3 for 3 in his boxing career, I believe, all of which are by the big KO. There we go. And great shorts, I must say, absolutely great shorts. I know you're quite the fashionista, Reed. You know, and the thing is as well, I'm a big believer in preparation, I'm a big believer in almost nominative determinism, the way things look. He walks into that ring, he looks the part, he feels the part. And the thing is as well, it's a perfect show for flashy shorts and it's big boy atmosphere here. We've got a massive crowd and it's, you know, it's a supportive crowd. They're interactive. The one thing you might not see on the stream, that might not come across on the audio too much, when there's fireworks in the ring, they will pop the beats, they're proper going for it, which is good to see. You know, it's good to see big time boxing still in the Black Country for me. It's great to see. This is a great venue for Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton doesn't necessarily get the big touring shows, musical artists, comedians, and that sort of thing. It may be more than anything called it over. Yeah. Standing in the blue corner, Alex Owen. There you go, Alex Owen. Owen still getting ready for the fight. Good show going in. Andy Mitchell is in absolutely fantastic shape. Yeah, I was speaking to Andy when I arrived at the venue. He's boxed quite a lot. Was it 3 times on these shows? 3 wins, is that right? 3 wins by way of knockout. So he's going to try and waste no time getting acquainted, and like I said, there's no overtime paid in the fight game. So Mitchell has the reach advantage being the taller man. Yeah. Mitchell is in the white shorts with purple line, in case you're wondering. Trim, yeah. And Alex Owen is in the white with gold trim. Yeah, there we go. Alex just looking to take a little bit of punishment down the inside and looking at walk over at 1-2 and then a left hook round the corner. I literally was just about to say he was being outworked, but again, commentator's curse making me look silly. Always away, mate, always away. Now, this is probably the closest fight in terms of distance we've seen so far. Yeah. Both men trying to get in close. And I just want to see, like, where with Mitchell, he's a little bit hesitant with that lead hand. Just let it go. If you get a feel for it, just let it go. Boxed on instinct a little bit more, and Owen letting some shots go. He just looks, he's just hesitating a little bit. Just let it go. Just believe in that lead hand a little bit more, Andy. What Jimmy told us in terms of his notes before the game is that Alex is a step up in class for Andy in terms of he's a higher level opponent. So again, I think you can see that by the fact that say Andy's being potentially a little bit more tentative. He's waiting to throw that lead hand, even if he's probably looking the more aggressive of the two fighters. And they've got left up there by Owen. But Owen is there throwing those counter shots, those shots that are potentially going to almost to wait to see what Mitchell does.
Yeah, look, that's the thing, and that is where, like, you know, we said you just said about the step up in opposition. That's where the tentativeness comes with that lead hand, you know. But the thing is, the jab's the key. So if you want to suss someone out to find the gaps, you've got to set stuff up with a jab read. And you know, that old additive, a backhand will take you around the block, but a good jab will take you around the world, and that's the key, you know.
Great saying. Now,
I do like that one, yeah, it's my favourite saying.
It wasn't one I was familiar with.
Get it tattooed on your ring, and then you can say Rob Wassell was, you know, like a Gandhi quote.
You want Rob Wassell was here tattooed on me?
I mean, yeah, by all means.
It's probably the only thing I haven't got tattooed on me at the moment.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'll give Owen that first round read.
Yeah, I think the counter shots, again, it's about knowing what we're looking for, knowing what the those who are judging the fight are looking for, because we've tried to get it. We're in our sixth fight in the evening. We're sort of getting a feel for what they like. Now, what I would say in that sense is Andy was the more aggressive fighter in terms of controlling the middle of the ring, but Alex was the more smart. So he was disrespectful to Andy, because I don't think he was trying the more concentrated shots, the shots that were more there to be had.
It just goes into that saying I said, like, in the last round. It's just ring craft, isn't it? We saw it in the Watson versus Blaze fight. Just ring craft, and he's settled down a bit more. I think sometimes if you've got that little bit more experience, boxing can be horses for courses at times for me, and I think that he's just showed in that first round there. Now we see Mitchell just looking to get into a rhythm. Just let that lead hand go. Just believe in it a bit more.
There we go. A couple of extra shots on Mitchell. Work rate seems to be increasing ever slightly.
Yeah, and it's clever work by Owen there, just tying him up. Mitchell wanted to have his say early on, and he's just nullified it by just tying him up. Took a few on the arms, covered it up, and then he's just smothered him. And now looks, he wants to get his rhythm off. You know, he wants to get his jab going and his backhand flowing. And that's the trick. Very, very clever work. Comfortable there by Owen. Oh, and there we go.
Swarming in.
Yeah, there we go.
Tying up.
Tying him up.
What I would say is both. This fight does look like it's, let's say, up there with the last fight in terms of a real step up in quality. Both look like polished fighters.
Yeah, the one thing I'd say, I really am nitpicking here, but when Mitchell threw that left hook, then he dropped his backhand. It's got to just stay tight though, because I think if Owen sees that gap, might throw a backhand over the top and just try his chances, just roll the dice a little bit. But yeah, it's a good, like you said, I completely agree. The standard stepped up there as a screw shot, and then a backhand lands by Owen. Ooh, low.
No, very low.
No complaints by Mitchell though.
Didn't sound to have too much of an effect on Mitchell though.
Now, what about...
Ooh, great. Big body shot.
And there we go.
Again, commentators Kurt's about to say defending the head very well, but by defending the head very well, left the body exposed to that power shot.
Mitchell there. Good shot selection.
Owen back on his feet.
And Owen there, just first thing I'd be doing there is just banging the body. If I was Mitchell, I'd just bang the body.
Again, another low sort of shot, but
yeah, it's just got.
Mitchell looking more annoyed than anything, if we're being honest.
Yeah, tied him up, and he's clever, isn't he? He's clever, Mitchell. He knows the crack. Box on the circuit for a while. Knows the crack. Well, I do believe that's a genuine body shot that's down there. What's our third and final round? See our glamorous Kiki in the ring, and our also glamorous Lee Reid.
I mean, Lee Reid's a glamorous looking fellow. I think the three of us, I think he's probably got the best beard.
Yeah, Lee Reid, the West from Delaware, otherwise known.
Okay, I didn't know that one. I'll take your word for it on that.
There you go. Yeah, like we said though, it's been a great night of boxing so far. We're only halfway through the card, ladies and gentlemen.
You can see the drinks are flowing, the crowd is sort of well lubricated and happy. It's great atmosphere. I don't know if you can pick up on the atmosphere, Mike, but the crowd all very into the
Jaeger bombs are flowing in the crowd and the bombs are flowing in the ring. That's what we like.
How long were you working on that line?
I've been no good in advertising, what I read.
I mean, I thought it was quite a nice line.
Cheers, mate, thank you. And there as we look to get this third underway, and Owen Owen did some
landed a
shots,
couple of aggressive shots, big power sort of shots, but
big haymaker of a right hand there.
do you think that's because he knows now that he's got to potentially, he's got to get a knockdown for himself to, as you said earlier, the problem with these 3-round fights to a certain extent is that any sort of knockdown is death.
Yeah, the thing is with it as well, it's like, in this format you can't rest on your laurels, you have to start fast and continue the pace, and if someone outworks you for the first minute, you chase in the first round, and it does change your mentality completely. As Mitchell looks to get some shots going, tries to land a body shot, and Owen, he's caught him again. He's caught Owen again there. You just saw him.
Bit of a delayed response to that.
Yeah, you do get that though sometimes. You know, you just feel it hit the muscles, and then you just feel it set in, and it just takes the wind out your sails sometimes.
Well, I would say Mitchell obviously handling the step up in glass well.
Yeah, completely agree.
Whilst the first round was debatable, it's quite clear that the second and third so far have gone to Mitchell.
Just a quick one, this card brought to us by ex-professional Jimmy Gould. If you want to take part in these fights or these bouts, or just take up the sport of boxing, contact Jimmy on his socials. I'm sure he'll get you in one-to-one or put you instruct you on when his boxing classes are. Just anyone can take part in this. You know, just get involved.
And as we wrap this fight up, absolutely picture perfect performance in those second and third rounds by Andy Mitchell. Whilst we wait for the decision, what would you say the benefits of boxing are to a man in his 30s?
So for me, I just think that there's a lot of physical benefits, but then there's that mental side of it. Like, there's no combat sports in general for me. I just think that they're the best test of your character and your spirit and what you've got inside and what you're made of. And like the amount of people I've saw grow throughout the sport of boxing, they're coming to the gym shy, won't say hello to people, and just quite introverts. As soon as they start to get the hang of it and they realise how hard it is and put their energy into it, see them grow as people, become more social, become more extrovert than you would ever think that they would be. And for me, I just hold the sport so much. I just think it's the best sport in the world. I think combat sports should be taught in schools. Personally, I feel like it just takes egos away from people. I just feel like, you know, it just saw so many people grow, and they're just the best thing in the world for me. Over to our MC. Anyway, I'll stop banging on, and over to our MC with the
It is a unanimous decision. To the red corner, Andy Mitchell.
As to be expected there, really wrong with the 2 knockdowns in both the second and the third round.
Yeah.
What I would say as well in you see rather detailed answer, I didn't get a chance to say this as well. What I'm really impressed with so far is the level of presentation